Hello everybody. I'm over at my mom's working on her chicken house. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you. Right there's the framework. A lot of you have seen it already, but I got a piece of plastic on here. Almost looks like I'm trying to build a greenhouse. I put this on there for moisture barrier. That tin will get frost on it in the wintertime from the body heat of the chickens, and then when it warms up, that frost drips off that tin and makes the floor all wet and chickens get wet. So I put this on first. This is a piece of plastic that come from a mattress. My wife and I got a new bed here a couple weeks ago, and I saved the bags that the mattresses were in, and I thought it'll work good. It'll cover most of the area, which it does. I mean, there's some spots on the ends, but it's going to keep the main part of the tin from dripping, you know, when the frost melts, dripping water in on the floor. It'll just be on this plastic and run down. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting that plastic up. I got another piece for this side. I'll get it stapled in place, and I'm going to start putting tin on this frame on the outside, on these outer walls. Right there's one piece of tin. My nephew sent some home with my mom, my stepdad, the other day. They were up there getting their pickup. He was working on it, and he sent a bunch of miscellaneous tin home. Some of it I can use for this project, some I can't. This bigger corrugated tin I'm not using. I'm using all the finer corrugated tin like that. See, these are big ripples in the tin. These are the small ones. This is the one I'm using, this tin here. But there's a stack of it here. There's some shorter pieces, which they're fine. I'll just overlap the ends when I butt them up, and so some rows will have 2 pieces of tin butted up to one another, and others will have a whole run, 8-foot run, you know. So, but anyhow, that's what I'm using to cover that. So I'm gonna get started putting that tin on. I gotta get that other piece of plastic cut and get it stapled up in place. But when I'm done putting what tin I can on today, I'll show you how much I got done. I'll be back in just, well, a couple hours probably. Well everybody, I'm giving up for the day. The wind come up, it's blowing, it's hard to hold the sheets and put screws in them by myself. It's a one-man job. But I'll show you what little bit I did get done, how it looks so far. Right there it is. I got 3 rows of tin on. As you can see, they're spliced. There's a 6-foot panel and a 2-foot panel, and then a 6-foot panel there and a 2-foot panel here, and then a 6-foot panel here and another 2-foot panel here. So I'm alternating them. 2-foot panel there, there, and there. Same way with the 6-foot panel here, here, and here. I'm going to do the same on the other side. The first 3 rows will be these 6-foot and 2-foot panels spliced together. And then up at the top, I got some longer pieces here. I'll have 2 8-foot pieces, one on this side, one on the other side. And it should cover enough where I can take the last sheet and fold it in half or bend it in half, and it'll go up over that ridge. So it'll be basically a ridge cap, and finish filling that all in one shot. I won't have to actually put a ridge cap. It'll be one full sheet folded over the peak of that. Save me from having to cut, and save me from having to put a ridge cap in there. I did put this 1x4 in there to kind of sturdy it up a little bit until I get the rest of the framing on this end and the framing on the other end for the door. With that wind blowing, it wants to sway back and forth, so I put that in there to help support a little bit with this wind until I get the rest of the bracing in and get the rest of the tin on. But if the wind's not blowing tomorrow, maybe I'll come over and try and get the rest of the tin on tomorrow. But with, like I said, one-man operation, trying to hold the tin, make sure everything's square, and putting screws in is kind of hard. So I give up, at least for today. But I got my tin here and a pile of tin there. I put bricks on it so they don't blow away. And there's that bigger corrugated tin. I'll just have to haul it home when I have my pickup over here. I have my car today, so I'll have to bring my pickup next time, and I can haul that home and haul any of this tin home that I don't use. So, well, I'm gonna let you go for now. I'll see y'all later, and don't forget I love you. Bye.